Hello, I'm Charlotte Ashley, editor of Baking and Snack Magazine, and this is a baking and snack tech expert. In our November issue, Stephanie Doan, Senior Manager of Product Innovation at Blue Diamond Growers, shared how almonds can be part of better for you baked goods. Today, we'll talk more about how to incorporate almonds into bakery applications. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thanks for having me.
So to start off, let's go with how do almond ingredients help bakers achieve those better for you baked goods?
Sure. Yeah. At Blue Diamond, we define better for you baked goods as those that meet individual personal health and lifestyle requirements. So while these requirements are different for each individual, they can include such attributes as gluten-free, vegan, keto, paleo, protein or high fiber, for example, lower carbohydrates. Minimally processed is a popular one, whole grains, or just some items that are just more nutrient dense than your typical baked good. So almonds can help formulators meet these attributes by contributing higher amounts of protein and fiber and lower amounts of carbohydrates than typical ingredients that are used in the bakery category. So additionally, we know that almonds are packed with heart-healthy fats, including mono and poly unsaturated fats, and provide significant sources of vitamin E. So at Blue Diamond, we offer a multitude of different formats of almonds that can be used in baked goods, including different butters and flours and particulate formats like sliced and diced. And then we also have a higher protein, partially defatted almond flour. These different items combine well with your typical baked good ingredients and can be used across a multitude of bakery platforms, including pancakes and cookies, cakes, muffins, bars. We've had a lot of success in those categories.
So with all of those different forms of almond ingredients, how do bakers decide which type of ingredient will work best with their goals and applications in mind?
Selecting the right almond ingredient definitely depends upon the better for attributes that you're looking to obtain. So if you're looking to use almonds to help you reach your nutritional targets or lifestyle goals, then you're looking to use a source that has a higher usage level potential, like an almond flour or an almond meal, for example. Partially defatted almond flour can be used in these applications as well to help boost protein and insoluble fiber content to help meet some of the specific diet targets, like a keto, for example. But this ingredient has been shown to also help retain moisture in some applications. So you may use it for that, which is an added benefit if you're doing something for like a shelf-stable item. If you're looking for that natural added texture that most nuts bring to baked goods, typically a diced almond is used within like the baked good batter, whereas slices are added topically as they can be a little bit more fragile and they'll lose that nice round shape if you add them in the mixing process. So another option to consider is if you're looking for that homemade or minimally processed look or something a little bit more wholesome, we find that natural almond flour or natural almond particulates, so the slice and the dice with the skin on, those go a really long way to emphasize that natural product look. You might consider blending natural and blanched almond flours together to get the right natural look that you're looking for. And then finally, if you're looking to leverage mostly the healthy fat portion of the almond outside of a dry format, you could consider adding almond oil or almond butter as your fat source. And at Blue Diamond, we're now offering a lightly roasted almond butter with a less nutty taste and a lighter color that has worked well in a lot of non-dairy recipes and would work well in a baked good.
Excellent. So when working with almond ingredients, what are some of those standard best practices when formulating with them, whether it's the inclusions and pieces or the flours and butters?
Yeah, happy to answer that one. The first thing I always like to recommend to food formulators is that when working with almond flour in particular, if you're trying to replace traditional wheat flour, start with about a 25% replacement in your formulation. And if you're doing like a gluten-free, backfill with a blend of your preferred gluten-free flours. and then adjust from there, right? So almond ingredients can make incredibly delicious baked goods, but sometimes it takes a bit to refine the formulation to meet that consumer expected texture, which is really important in this category. So additionally, I mentioned earlier that almonds have a higher amount of fat. So in some formulations, we find that you can actually reduce your recipe fat or even water as a result, just to meet your target texture. If you're using partially defatted almond flour, it's important to remember that this powder is a little bit higher in water and oil holding capacity than other almond ingredients. And so depending upon your desired texture, you may need to be limited in the level that you use in any given formula, or you may add a little bit more liquid than you would normally. That being said, we've created a number of high protein bars and cookies with higher levels of partially defatted almond flour that absolutely deliver on texture and flavor expectations. So don't throw in the towel on the first formula if it's not perfect. Give it a roll. It's a very good ingredient. And then finally, I would just recommend to remember your resources. At Blue Diamond, we've got a great technical team that is available to help you with your formulation challenge. A 15-minute phone call could save you hours in the lab formulating. So, give us a call. There are a number of successful almond products on the market today that provide delicious solutions in the better for you category, and I'd look to those, but also consult online resources. There's blogs and cookbooks, a lot of different opportunities to kickstart you on formulations.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Stephanie, for joining me on this Baking and Snack Tech Expert.